Hello, guys. Welcome to today's video. So today I want to address the issue of you know what is going on today in our society, especially in African society. If you observe, you discover that African society, like every other society anyway, but I will give you a reason why I'm spotlighting African society in this matter. African society seems to have been dominated by nothing else today other than entertainment. Entertainment has taken over virtually everything in African society. Why is it so? You see, society and development of society has a pattern. It has what is called a trajectory from ignorance to information, from information to knowledge, from knowledge to consciousness, from consciousness to mobilizing for action. Why is it that today African society is measuring itself with other developed society that has gotten to that level of entertainment and relaxation when African society is supposed to be struggling with development and the issue of putting the potentials of its human capital and material resources to use for the full development of the continent. Africa is busy pursuing entertainment the way Americans, Europeans, and the other civilized world are pursuing. It worries me. Today, in every corner within our society, what is trending is entertainment. The music industry, the movie industry, the comedy industry. Go to the social media all over the places. Nobody is talking about science and technology. Nobody is talking about mathematics. Nobody is talking about creative writing. Nobody is talking about things that has to do with, you know, adding value in such a way that we make us to be economically viable and economically competitive. If you look at American and the other European countries' development, you see that at a point they were predominantly agrarian. Then they moved from agrarian society to industrialization. Now they have moved to fourth industrial revolution and even going to the fifth industrial revolution. Africa is busy positioning itself within the economic spectrum of the globe at the point of consumption only. And the way we consume, we don't even consume in a productive way. Because if you look at what happened in Japan, if you look at the Japanese model of economic development, right from Meiji administration, it started from constructive consumption, whereby they buy um, machines and equipment that are used to produce local products. While they are consuming those machines produced by other environments, they are using it to produce what is being used locally. Now, why is Africa's own different? Every young child, every young girl, every young boy you see today is one way or the other patronizing these entertainers to the extent that we no longer have reading culture within our families, in our schools, and all whatnot. Wherever you see people meddling with mobile phones, with laptops, with whatever gadgets, what they are watching and what they are actually patronizing and interested in and paying attention to is entertainment and things related to entertainment. Guys, it worries me. How are we going to compete on the global economic marketplaces if we continue on this trajectory? Something obviously has to be done by both state and non-state actors. How do we come out of this conundrum? How do we come out of this quagmire? Because it is even getting worse, guys, if you don't know. If you go to schools today, There is no more rigor. There's what is called rigor in academic and the education system. Rigor has to do with a situation whereby children are meant to go through developmental processes that involves hands-on, that involves them discovering the answers to the questions by themselves, both theoretically and practically, making the connections, not the teachers giving them answers even before they enter the exams. Guys, I don't know if I'm the only one that is worried about this, but I have seen this thing and it is actually a trend that we must actually do something about. Because if you want to know the poor people and the poor countries of the future, go and watch and observe what they do on a daily basis as from today and what they were doing even yesterday. It's getting worse because children of these days, from age 7, 8, 9, 10, they have started meddling with mobile phones and gadgets. And these things are not used for actually education purposes. They are just mere entertainment. And of course, if you go to the social media today, there are 1,001, you know, entertainment applications that anybody can play with. Before now, it used to be cartoons on the television. Now it's now apps on the mobile phone. We are not talking about how to orientate these children and these students on how to think about how to produce these gadgets instead of how to use them. I listened to one interview. A guy came back from UK and he was being interviewed, and they asked him, the interviewer asked him, what is the difference between a Nigerian and a European, for instance? You know what he said? He said, look, when a Nigerian sees a car, he will ask you, where did they sell it? But when a European sees a car, he will ask you, how does it function? That's the difference. And this is a huge difference, guys. So I am calling on those in authorities. I'm talking to you that is listening to me, to make yourself a change agent. You have to, at your own little corner, find a way to put a stop to this trend by engaging your full faculties of the mind and your limbs towards creative activities. Relaxation and entertainment, there is nothing wrong with them, but they must be what they are. Relaxation and entertainment after the day's work. Relaxation and entertainment should not be the work itself. In any society where relaxation and entertainment is the work itself, that society is doomed forever. So, guys, this is worrisome, and something has to be done about it. Until we get to that stage where the critical mass of people begins to get worried about this development, this ugly development, we will even sink more into this abyss. Because the society right now is actually in a state of downward spiral or degeneracy towards this abyss of laziness, lackadaisical attitude, and lack of rigor towards producing value and producing something that will become of economic value to both the society, the individual, and the world at large. This is how we create history for ourselves. And tomorrow you expect the white man or the Western world to respect you when you have not brought into the world value that will make the world better than we met it. These are some of the things that we use and countries use to negotiate the value of their reputation and their generation and their race in the world. Where are we as Africans? To what extent are we funding research and development? To what extent are we promoting science and technology? To what extent are we developing people who can actually uh, uh, synthesize and continuously think about production and productivity? The only time you see Africans excel very well and they are noticed is when they leave the shores of this country. That's when their talent is made manifest because of the society and the infrastructure they find where they are. So this is something that we must do something about. This is not how the nations develop. This is not how we are going to develop. Otherwise, we will continue to move in a state of endless rigmarole. Those of us who are philosophers must assume the position of kingship, and those of them who are kings already must make themselves philosophers so that they can envision a new future and now galvanize the entire society towards actualizing that future. So, guys, this is what is bothering me today, and I say, let me come and share with us. Let me know what you think. Comment on the comment section. Follow me on my Facebook page at Ubuntu TV and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Let's have a conversation. Let's do something. Let's change the narrative. It's not about money, it's about changing the course of our society, economically, socially, and otherwise. Being able to negotiate our way into the global dining table where other producers and the superpowers are, you know, having engagement. This is what we are talking about. This video is meant to prick your conscience so that you come out of your cocoon and start something today, so that you leave a legacy for generation to come. Share this video and let someone watch with you. Someone might be waiting for this video to have a positive change in his or her life. Do not watch alone. So thank you, and let's watch out for my next video.